Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cooler is coming. And oh my gosh, am I excited. I'll show you why in a second. I've not actually looked at what he does, but honestly, it doesn't matter because I'm already hooked. I don't care if he's the worst card in the game, and I'll tell you why. He has the best essay in the game. I absolutely love it. We're going to go over everything that just came out with the information. We got some stuff in game. We got some stuff here on Twitter. We're going to go over it all. I apologize if you hear me give you a couple of these. I'm sick right now. I really should be in bed, but I was working on a video before I went to sleep. And then all this news dropped, so I had to wait until the translations were out. So we're here now. So I guess let's just get started. Cooler has been announced, obviously, and what's really cool is a Cooler Squadron card has also been announced alongside him. Obviously, this is all of our boys here, Naze, Thouser, Salza, and the one that no one remembers. But yeah, then we have the super attacks, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's take a look at everything else, though, before we do that. We do have well, I guess we'll take a look at this stuff first. We do have a in-game announcement of a brand new, obviously, Dokkan event for Cooler. And then we also have a brand new story event, which is really, really cool. Obviously, this is full power Cooler facing off against Goku, so that is awesome. As well with that, right? We also have a brand new free-to-play Cooler, which is awesome. I believe that is what, where's the image? This right here talks about that text, right? That is the same text as right here. It's Cooler. So that's really, really cool. That will be a free-to-play Cooler. And I believe then that means that his essay is farmable. So that's actually super dope. Yeah. Gotta love it. But yeah, I think that's it for just that type of stuff. I do believe, we have some translations to look at. I don't think there's anything else new. Just want to make sure before I start reading. All right, so the homie Garesh has translated Cooler, and he's translated the Squadron. Perfect. I was just going to say he hasn't done the Squadron yet, but here we go. And then we will end off with the best part, which is the super attack. I literally can't tell you how much I love the super attack of Cooler. Boom. Brain explode. Anyway, let's take a look at Cooler. So, Cooler, unequated ultimate power. I said that right? Conquest of Terror. Is that a new category? That must be. Interesting. Okay. Or Conquest of Fear, maybe, because he wrote it differently here and here. I'm sure he's very excited, considering he's obviously a big Frieza Cooler fan. All right, so leaders go. Conquest of Terror. By the way, real quick before we get into this, I know I keep kind of blue balling you here. This is all just from the information. There hasn't been a data download in the game, so we unfortunately can't get this information in a more detailed form, besides obviously the previews on Twitter down here. All right, anyway, with that in mind, let's move on. So, Conquest of Terror category, Ki +3, HP 130%, and attack and defense 170. Ooh, baby, I'm liking this already. Super attack, Shine Flasher, causes immense damage and lowers attack and defense. Quote, everyone shall Shine. Gotta love it. Passive, dude, Cooler, you have to stay monetizable friendly. T word to D word. Attack and defense plus 100%. Wow. Transformation boost category allies Ki +2. Attack and defense plus 30%. My dude. That's awesome. If there is one enemy, Conquest of Terror category allies Ki +2. Attack and defense plus 50%. Okay. So the transformation boost, boost is if there's one enemy. And then if there are two or more, it's the boost for Conquest of Terror. That's really interesting. That's really cool. I liked it a lot. I'll be very interested to see what that Conquest of Terror category is. I assume it's going to be characters who, take over the galaxy. So it'll be, Frieza, Bojack, Cooler, obvious stuff like that, right? Let's see. So Link, strongest clan in space, thirst for conquest, BBB, brutal beatdown, metamorphosis, universe most malevolent, fierce battle, and he has an active skill, of course, with transformation. Conditions able to be used starting from the third turn if there is a pure Saiyan and a hybrid Saiyan category enemy, or once 6 turns have passed if there is one enemy. Interesting. That's a little bit different than what we've been getting recently with the specific transformation, because obviously the enemy is the only one restricted by the type. But there has to be one enemy. Interesting. So if you're going to use him on an SBR, you have to make sure that there's one of those on the opposing side. That's really interesting. I mean, I assume if you're doing a villain SBR, there most likely will be a Saiyan or a hybrid Saiyan on the other side. But that's really interesting. That, I feel like that's not as restrictive as it seems like. Because most events only have one enemy, but even if they have 2, again, you know, it's a game about Saiyans. I don't know. That's interesting. I like it, though. It's very unique. Voice. Well, obviously, I'm not going to read the Japanese, but you should feel honored being able to witness my ultimate transformation. This is the beginning of the end for you. Shall we begin? And that is all the energy I had left in my voice for the rest of the night. Categories. Conquest of Fear, which I assume is the same as the Conquest of Terror. Movie bosses, transformation boost, and Wicked Bloodline. Alright, transformed. Shine gliding? Is that what that says? Raise attack and cause immense damage, greatly lowers defense. Quote, what's wrong? Is this the extent of your power? Passive, conditions of the strongest. That's cool. Key +3 and attack and defense plus 180%. Oh my. Perform an additional super attack, which has a medium chance to become a super. Perform a critical hit if there is a pure Saiyan or hybrid Saiyan category enemy. Is that on every single additional attack? Huh. That's crazy. So he's low-key referencing Fizz Cooler there. I like that, though. I like that a lot. Alright. Let's take a look at... Oh, so it's technically Salza? Salza Cooler's Armored Squadron. So does that mean he's farmable with the SR? They're all in the card anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But leader skill, Conquest of Terror. Oh, cool. He's a 120 lead for that. That's cool. He keeps saying Conquest of Terror and Conquest of Fear here. Maybe he's mixing himself up. Super attack, Armored Scramble, causes supreme damage and lowers attack and defense. Quote, Cooler's Armored Squadron. Ha! Simple and effective. Passive, True Power, of the Armored Squadron. Attack and defense plus 30% for every Conquest of Terror category ally. If there is an ally whose name contains Cooler, excluding Cooler's Armored Squadron, perform 2 additional super attacks, which have a low chance of becoming super attacks. That's cool. I like it. Links are Cooler's Armored Squadron, Cooler's Underling, Loyalty, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Brainiacs, and Fierce Battle. Categories are Conquest of Fear and Joined Forces. I'll have to clarify with the homie Garesh on Twitter if that's the same thing, because I don't know if he just mixed that up. Because I don't really see anybody talking about it here. But I don't know. Either way, though, looks to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and click this one time. Here we go. Before we take a look at this essay, oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to believe this. So here, let's start this from the beginning. So this is like literally everything leading up until the final essay is really, really good as well. But the final essay, oh my gosh. I think I have the audio at a good place where it should be like you can hear it, but you can also hear me pretty well. This essay is super dope. It's super cool. But his transformed essay, oh, just wait. This is cool. The only thing I don't like is obviously if it's a card that has an older render for their like getting hit model. It's going to look a little bit wonky. Here's his transformation. Very nice. I love this. This looks so good. It's so nice. Crazy. Sa hajime ka. Now here. Just watch. I'm not going to say anything. Just watch. Can we get a replay on that, please? The animation is so fluid. We'll go from like right here. The animation is insane. Look at that. That almost looks 3D on the initial spin. That looks 3D too. That looks like this. They just took it from Fighters, to be honest. This looks amazing too. That looks so fluid. My mind is blown, dude. I'm literally losing my voice. I lost it earlier today, and Cooler is single-handedly going to ruin me. This is crazy. I can't believe it. It's so good. Like, I knew it was, I assumed it would be good because, they've been stepping up the essays, but, dude, it's the best essay in the game. I know my favorite was See-Through Invisible Man just because it was so funny, but this has got to be it. This is my new favorite one. There's no competition. This is it. This is the best essay in the game, and you can't tell me otherwise. It's amazing. Well, with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of this. I'm going to go dream of pulling Cooler tonight. Have a good night, because I certainly am.